Alright boys, let's do this. The name, L-U-I. The game, bodybuilding. The subject, B-I-G, Ramy, on it daily. As you guys have been following this, there are pictures were leaked basically on Instagram mainly. This one is courtesy of Kuwait Bodybuilding. You can see a contest prepped, 10 days off. Big Ramy versus an off-season freak in that of Rory Winkler. He is outsizing him, out-muscling him ever so greatly in every domain. I mean, it's not, there is no comparison. I mean, this front lat spread is absolutely 100% won by this guy. Not only by him, but it looks stupendous. I mean, I think it's bigger, better than that of Dorian Yates and Ronnie Coleman included. I mean, those are the best front lats probably ever, right? He basically smokes them. Not only that, I mean, look at the quads. This guy is growing, still improving. Every version we see of him is ever so improved. Hold on though. There's some other pictures who leaked basically. This is not clear. Front double biceps, but if you follow this guy, he is absolutely bigger. I mean, it's called front double bi as the LUI mentioned, but you cannot dismiss, you cannot take off your eyes from the sheer size, the greatness, how humongous these wheels are. Those wheels, let me come back to them in a few, but I cannot fathom, I cannot grasp an image of in my memory that remind me of this, that they're bigger than everything I saw, even those of Ronnie Coleman included, with all due respect. Back double biceps though. Now this is touchy right here. I mentioned two great names in those of Dorian Yates, 6-time Mr. Olympia, in my reckoning the best back that ever lived on this planet, and Ronnie Coleman, 8 times Mr. Olympia, who is basically, by all due respect, one of the greatest backs ever. Some people say he is number 1. I say he's number 2. But nonetheless, is he up to par when it comes to this guy? So we all do RESPCT. I would say not yet, even though it is 10 days off. But you know, 10 days off, you should be actually quite clear on what's going on here. Did this back improve compared to last year's version? The answer of the LUI is absolutely on it daily. I mean, the lats, he's having what I call the U effect. It's not the V effect, but at this level we call it U because it sways. You can clearly see the lats basically swaying here and developing an independence of their own, right? This back will be the biggest in Mr. Olympia. It's probably the biggest right now, if not the biggest of history. And I'm not over exaggerating, believe the LUI here, right? Everything improved. You know, tell me about it, I'll tell you yes. I mean, those basically traps, I mean, you put him next to Kai Green will flee. The shoulders, I mean, who has bigger shoulder than this? I mean, aware me guys. The way basically the triceps has its sweep and coordinates ever so beautifully with that peak of the biceps, huge forearm here. I mean, and even the balance, the symmetry of this humongous dude is on point. Let's go down though, because I mean, when you go down, it's quite important. I will dismiss the Christmas tree because it is not a sight to be seen as of yet. It is not there with all due respect, but the detachment between basically the glutes and the hamstrings, it's not there quite yet. It's not there quite yet. Did it improve? I think yes. I'm not expecting in 10 days to see some feathers and striations in this area right here, although I think he will still win. But this is the potential of growth of this guy. And right now, as you guys know, he's under the belt of this very determined looking guru in the name of George Farah. This Lebanese baby, please guys, has under his belt, as you guys know, Dana Lynn Bailey, and certainly the biggest name after that of Phil Heath in Kai Green, right? Kai Green, I mean, pen this guy in green, and he will be the Green Monster Hulk. I mean, in my reckoning, the hopes and basically, the ideas and the project that he has for this guy are bigger than the hopes that he has in an ever so aging 39-year-old Kai Green. Kai Green has his shot since years. He's battling for the last decade for the crown, unsuccessfully so for obvious reasons. But this guy here, his potential of growth and of domination is absolutely humongous. I mean, stupendous. I mean, look at the bellies. Dude is relaxed. I mean, believe me, guys, with all due respect, I'm no fanboy. I do not see SEOs here. There is no synthol. It does not give you this kind of fingers, striations, and those kind of 3D. I mean, forget about 3D. This is like photoshopped real life. I mean, delts that flow well with a balanced, stretch arm. The chest is there. The completeness of this guy is just too perfect. If you remember, Dorian Yates has humongous, as I said, the best back ever. Yet when he turns, unfortunately, his chest is rather small. His biceps is not there even before the injury. Triceps was okay, but when he posed with it was not the greatest, right? And his belly was there. Same goes with Ronnie Coleman. He has everything good, but his belly is suspect, and pregnancy, he was a subject of it. Let me go back to the first picture when he is next to that physique competitor in the name of Sadiq Hansovic. If I basically search in my memory, and I'm following this discipline since more than 2 decades, I don't recall legs like this, guys. Absolutely. Including Ronnie Coleman. I mean, the completeness, the sheer size of that outer head. I mean, lately in the last years, I was impressed with the outer head of Dennis Wolf. Put him next to Big Ramy right now. Does he even lift? Right? And for the record, in 10 days from now, this gentleman right here will do battle versus the new protege, the new favorite guy of Arnold Schwarzenegger, namely Cedric Aesthetic McMillan. Right? They will collide. Now Cedric, even though he is aesthetic, but he's still a big guy too. He's humongous. Now, do I think that Cedric will win versus this one? Even though the pictures of Cedric are definitely, he has more, muscle maturity, the feathers are definitely a little bit there, I still think that Big Ramy will knock him off. You know why? Because of you guys, the sheer, enthusiasm. I mean, the hardcore fans of bodybuilding, those guys who go to expos, who buy tickets and hotel rooms for Mr. Olympia, for the Arnold Classic. You guys crave for big guys. It didn't change even since the Arnold days. I mean, they were aesthetic there, but when they go to the gym, they call themselves, hey Big Arnold, hey Big Mike. Everybody was ruling basically for the big guys, and this is your king right now. You guys, big orexia by day, Adonis complex by night, admittedly on a daily. And this guy is a phenomenon. He's a raw diamond. Do you think that IFBB will let him go? Hell no. They will bank on him. They will bank on him. Right? I see this guy in the next basically few moving to the US to perfect his English, to build his charisma. They need him to propel ever so greatly the post-era of Phil Heath, if he does not mess it up. Because his potential, with all due respect, humbly I can tell you this yet again, his potential is never seen. I've never seen a guy like this. He's abnormal, even in the vitamin S growing industry. It's not about chemicals, guys. This is not chemical warfare. This is genetic freakness. They might as well clone him and produce monsters, right? He is abnormal in that extent. Believe me, boys, it's not about only the vitamin S. Needless to say, he responds quite well to vitamins, but it's all about his inherent freakness. He has something inside him, right? I think right now, is near 300 pounds. So try to fathom that. This is beyond Dorian Yates, even if you clone him with Ronnie Coleman. Salute you wherever you are. Tell me what you think about him, and we'll see how it goes in 10 days down in Brazil.